Is this here a revolution in the van segment, so to speak, a van-olution? This is here the all-new Kia PV5, and you can see it is a van, yes, but it's really flexible. This one here starting with the passenger version, but there will also be a cargo version. There will be customized version, for example, for wheelchair access and so many different forms. We give you a small glimpse here in this tour here today. It will be super interesting, and even price-wise, soon going to talk about that. Everything of that with Thomas Nautogefühl in 4K, full screen, full length. Let's go with this rather untypical van front, because it has some design factor here with the vertical daytime light signature, then the main LED lamps here. And this is not a concept vehicle, it is the real production version indeed. And interesting here in the front, you have the access here, AC and DC charging. This will be about 30 minutes, 10 to 80%. And there will be different battery types available. Here for the passenger version, you will get 51 kilowatt hours or 71 kilowatt hours. For the cargo version, even a smaller one at 43 kilowatt hours when you don't need like long haul or something like that. Here in the side profile, it looks small, but it's not that tiny. It's 4.70 meters here or 185 inches. This is the longer version. It will always have the same wheelbase. However, there's also a version that is 20 centimeters shorter. So depending on your needs, most cases probably a longer version will make more sense. Then here you can see this is the passenger version with all of the windows and so on. We can see here in the wheels here, 16-inch wheels. It will have front wheel drive up to 160 horsepower. There will also be some entry level versions, for example. And most important is of course the space on the inside. That's why we'll take a tour of that very soon. Quick look at the rear. Tail lamp signature here. It looks actually quite cool, I have to say, for a van. Although I'm not like a main van fan or something like that, this does have something unique. And we can directly take a look here behind. Electric. Here's also rear view camera, for example. There we go, square dimensions. The cargo version can fit up to 5 square meters, but here this is then the setup of 230. So there you have the passenger version, but then the most flexible cargo department for the passenger version with no third seating row, which is also available. Then you would have 2, 2, 3. So then this would be open that you can access a third seating row. And here the length then in the rear is about 1.30 meters or 51 inches. And the height, this is of course really crucial, and it has a low loading sill. Here the height is 1.12 meters or 44 inches, and the width here between the arches, this is about it's like 1.30 meters or 51 inches also. So that's pretty cool. Here you can also hang in some things. You can also open this for storage. Here the V2L adapter, for example, here as well, some storing, and right here more storage space. And as I said, this could be here another bench. They are all fixed, so it's not flexible as for taking things in and out on a constant basis. I can even stand underneath that. That's pretty cool. So you decide for one version. Most passenger versions will probably look like this, that you have still a lot of space for the family on, for the luggage and so on. However, then the other version might be cool if you have a lot of kids, but it is that fixed configuration, and that's maybe the only thing. But then again, they also try to keep the price low. Let's check out here this sliding door compartment. Also electric will be available. This is more or less a high-end version. What you can do here, however, is fold the seats, fold it flat, and this will, there you go, here. It also goes a little bit lower, that's cool. And this will also be possible then for the third seating row. If you have them, that you can actually also fold it flat. Top tether behind, also in the middle part. Isofix in the front for the kids. And this special wheelchair access version, by the way, it will have a ramp here that you can go in with your wheelchair right here and then have seats behind that, additional ones. So a lot of customizing work can be going on because they built a separate plant for that, actually, for this vehicle. It will be a whole platform, and you'll also have, for example, for the cargo version, like a cooler or like a box version, longer and higher and so on. So this will be very interesting. And there will also be a crew cab where you have like a slidable bench with a wall, and this will be like it can be moved forward or backward, and this will be a version, let's say, between the passenger and the cargo version. We'll soon also take a look at the cargo version. Materials are all animal free. At the same time, look at that here. It's a perforated leatherette, high grade. It's super soft. It's plush to seat on. Looks great, feels great. So kudos to that. ISOFIX at the outside, as I said, and it's really very comfortable. Look at that here. The headroom I have here with 189, 602, a lot of space, big handle here. You can also use this button here to open or close the second sliding door. When I talk about it, I should do it, right? Here you have seat heating here in the back, 2 USB-C chargers, and of course you can easily close it from here again. This is the legroom I have to the front seating row. Yeah, and as I said, in this other setup, this would be open, this middle seat, which is also perfectly comfortable to sit on. And then you can go through the last seating bench. Of course, this one also gets a modern cockpit. Let's take a look at that.
And always take your ruler with you.
Yeah, I always take my ruler. Yeah, this is very important. It's a lot of space here behind. So I took it for the rear. So yeah, maybe I should measure something else. Let's take it that here. Space on the inside. This is all like more rugged materials. Here, this is the door opener for the door from the inside. And here, classic control for the side mirrors and so on. Large windows. Also here, a handle to get inside. Once again, the nice. I also like this material mix, like with brown and blue. So you are in the van segment. At the same time, you have luxury materials, and it also looks cool and different. Here, the steering wheel. Yeah, this cable won't be there in the final version. This is like a hand-built prototype. Yeah, Leah gets the ruler now. Leah also gets the rule at home, right?
Yay.
Yeah.
Because
so,
happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife, happy life, indeed. Here, the steering wheel, somewhat, adjustable as well. Has this open spoke design, drive mode selection, and you still have real buttons on the steering wheel. Here, for example, for pressing the mute, or also when you deactivate the speed limit shine, for example. Left side for the cruise control, and it feels a little bit like a passenger cockpit. It doesn't have this dual scheme here for the instruments, because here the 7-inch instruments a little bit smaller than 13-inch, a little bit bigger. You can come around. I can also help you with the door. I already opened that for you. There we go. So, and then we have here the dashboard, so also somewhat structured. Glove box is here in the lower part. And here, as I said, 13-inch screen. And this has no real climate units, but at least it's integrated in a way it can easily access it. It looks everything cleaned up. This looks like a totally new user interface, more like Tesla or from the Chinese vehicles. Also has a new detailed map here, for example, and here this app view. So this is also something that will probably come with all new Kia vehicles. Interesting to know that. I would like to keep this real button interface though, or what do you think about that? Headroom, by the way, here with 189, 6x2. See here, yeah, it's also in the lowest position, but it's really interesting. It's like a completely different space feeling you have here in this vehicle. Here in the front, by the way, you have another storage here for the driver. Probably, there we go. Yeah, as I said, a handheld model, USB-C charger. It's blocking that view while driving, so you should only open that while stationary though. Here in the lower part, push to open the 12-volt power supply, 2 USB-C chargers. There's also inductive charging here, not cooled, however. I can also open and close the sliding doors here. That's possible. And then here, storage. Yeah, so that you really use the space. Look at that. Here are also some hidden storages in the floor. I'm not sure if you can open it here now.
Maybe not now.
Not sure if they sealed it, but yeah, I don't want to apply too much force now, but this is like another storage. Then here in the middle part, some cup holders, also adaptive, somewhat at least, and more space right here. You also have the key fob here and a real power socket if you want to charge your laptop, for example. This always looks like a smiling face here, right? Doesn't it? So yeah, interesting. I mean, the seating is really comfortable. Here you also can get this armrest for the driver door. So this could indeed be a revolution in the van segment, especially because the recent vans we took a look at for you, they are so extremely expensive, and this one's supposed to start at, for the cargo version, 30,000 euros net. We'll soon take a look at the cargo version. Then if you add VAT to compare it to other cars, and of course the passenger version will be more expensive. The prices are not out yet. And this price also for the small battery. So if you think about passenger version with big battery, and then also if you want to like with VAT for the passenger version, that's easily double the price, I would expect. But of course we can keep you updated with all the batteries later on.
Does it have a frunk?
Does it have a frunk? Good question, Leah, good question. The viewer deserves to know that, and we can check it out for you. So, but I mean, I would excuse it if it doesn't have a frunk. No, it doesn't. You know, wiper fluid, 12-volt battery. This is really using this platform here, like because the hood is really short. That's okay. That it also doesn't have a frunk. And this is here the cargo version. Will be interesting for maybe deliveries and so on. And as I said, it will be different versions. So this is also the normal long version, so to speak, with 4.70 m or 185 inches. There's also the shorter version available, but also you can go for long and high, so a higher version is available. But you could also go like this, only long, low, or then like a cooling box on the top. It's also available. And this one in here with the sliding door, and this one they can manual. You can also secure things. There's like a rugged floor. Then I can also open the other side. This one with a fixed wall. And as I said, as this compromise between passenger and cargo, there's also the version that you have the additional bench there with the wall. And then you can move the wall and the bench together basically to be more flexible. This is, I think, a great idea. But this one then only the cargo version. Yeah. I think like 150 or 59 inches is realistic indeed. So I could maybe even fit a motorcycle in there here already. So in the rear, you have the same design on the exterior, but you have the split doors here. So you can open them like this. This is important when you load things in. There's also some sound deadening here from the interior. That's interesting. See, but you see it, there's open like this. So some of the commercial vans, they open a little bit further, you know. So, but that seems to be it. Yeah, there we go. And then interesting that here the width here between the wheel arches somewhat limited. It's like 95 centimeters or 37 inches. And then the total width here, this is once again about 150 in meters or 59 inches. A real power socket you have here also at the back part with this electric cargo van. And of course, interesting, the whole length. So let's check it out. So if we measure it like here, so 2.33 m or 92 inches in the length, that's pretty cool. So yeah, very well usable. I think it's a great idea. You also have a light here in the back part. It's not powered this car, but there's several light sources here. Also that you can fix stuff, and this will be indeed highly customizable for tools, for example. Nice fabric inside here, by the way, as well. So I would like to hear your ideas, and they really want to make like a whole fleet of customizable vehicles for all kinds of jobs actually. And it's a very fresh and new approach. And as I said, 30,000 euros net without VAT, the entry price for here with the smallest battery, and of course low range and everything. And I see the potential here because this van segment is usually so extremely expensive. And that could be a good niche, making it electric if you don't need like long haul, long range and so on. So yeah, together with this design aspect, a very interesting approach they have there. And they are really convinced about the success of this project because they built this own purpose-built plan. Then they built another facility for the customization of these ones. And they say also they're working with customizers, but they already want to offer a lot from works. Plus they then work with existing famous companies that, for example, do camping equipment. So there will also be an offering for like folding flat with a camper and so on. And it depends then always if you base it on the passenger or on the cargo version. Would be looking forward. I mean, this also looks pretty stunning in black, right? So you have this cargo van at the same time. It almost looks like a stealth or a bad mobile van or something like that, right? Yeah, definitely very interesting. And if you're into that van segment, we of course have even more interesting content in here for you.